Hare Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Namo Vishnupadaya, Krishna Kristaya, Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine, Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pracharine, Namaste Shunyavadi Pashata Desatarine, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Mukham Karoti Vachalam, Pangum Langate Girim, Yat Kripatamaham Vande, Sri Gurun Dinatarine. Hare Krishna. So today is the last verse of this chapter 17, which is divisions of faith. Krishna explaining about the different kinds of people in different faith and how charity should be performed. So last three verses we saw the importance of Om Tat Sat, and yesterday's verse we saw when the charity, penance or sacrifice are done without any personal motive, only for the satisfaction of Vishnu or Krishna, then that is Sat or transcendental. So this verse Krishna explains about what is not transcendental activity. Okay. So Ashraddhaya Hutam Dattam.
Asraddhaya hutam dattam
Tapastaptam Krutam Chayat.
tapastaptam kritam chayat
Asadityuchate Partha.
asad iti uchate partha
Nacha tat pretya no iha.
nacha tat prityano iha.
So,
Asaddhaya hutam dattam tapastaptam kritam chayat asad iti uchate partha nacha tat prityano no iha.
अश्रद्धया हुतं दत्तं तपस्तप्तं कृतं च यत् असत् इति उच्यते पार्थ न च तत्प्रीत्यनुमोदिः.
okay, translation in purport. Anything done as sacrifice, charity or penance without faith in the Supreme, the son of Buddha, is impermanent. It is called asat and is useless both in this life and the next. Purport. Anything done without the transcendental objective, whether it be sacrifice, charity or penance, is useless. Therefore, in this verse, it is declared that such activities are abominable. Everything should be done for the Supreme in Krishna consciousness. Without such faith and without proper guidance, there can never be any fruit. In all the Vedic scriptures, faith is the supreme advice. Faith in the Supreme is advised. In the pursuit of all Vedic instruction, the ultimate goal is the understanding of Krishna. No one can obtain success without following this principle. Therefore, the best course is to work from the very beginning in Krishna consciousness under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master. That is the way to make everything successful. In the conditioned state, people are attracted to worshipping demigods, ghosts, yakshas, like Kuvera. The mode of goodness is better than the mode of passion and ignorance. But one who takes directly to the Krishna consciousness is transcendental to all three modes of material nature. Although there is a process of gradual elevation, if one, by the association of pure devotee, takes directly to Krishna consciousness, that is the best way. That is recommended in this chapter. To achieve success in this way, one must first find a proper spiritual master and receive training under his direction. Then one can achieve faith in the Supreme. When that faith matures in course of time, it is called love of God. This love is the ultimate goal of living entity. One should therefore take to Krishna consciousness directly. That is the message of 17th chapter. Thus end Bhaktivedanta purports to the 17th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, a matter of divisions of faith. So last three verses, Krishna explained how we can do the activities in this world of charity, penance, sacrifice, or for that any activity, and make it transcendental by having faith. Faith is Shraddha. So we have discussed in previous classes like how we keep faith in so many other activities in our day-to-day life. But when it comes to scriptures or when it comes to God, then we have everybody has a very different mindset. That time everybody has views like how I can keep faith on something that I have not seen, or so many reasons people give. But that is a mode of passion and ignorance where we are not able to keep faith in the scriptures. So this ignorance again is actually the reason. And the second thing that we have seen in this chapter important, or for the check all the chapters, is detachment from the results of the fruits or enjoying the results of the fruit, and just working as it is prescribed in the scriptures or shastra for the pleasure of Supreme. So by this actually we can make all the activities in this world transcendental. Our faith also transcendental. Of course, mode of goodness is better, but if the goal of life is understood, and if we want to achieve that goal, then we should try for better than mode of goodness. So, Suddha Sattva, transcendental. There is no mixture of passion or ignorance. And so, if such a faith is not there, then what happens is explained in these words. Like if you do any activity without any faith in the Supreme, and of course, the faith in the Supreme comes through the association of devotees or reading the scriptures and doing some devotional services. Actually, we develop the faith. But if we don't have that faith and we do all these other activities, then it's a asat. Asat means it's not transcendental, it's a part of this material world. Because this material world is asat, right? It's not the transcendental. It's subjected to three modes. So if we don't have transcendental faith, the activity is in material activity, you can say. So if somebody may say that elevation to the heavenly planets is a better thing, but it's not permanent. So here Krishna is telling that whatever we do, such things, they are not permanent. The material things, they are not permanent. And then even if you go to the higher planets, you have to come back. So that's a repetition. And goal of human life should be to come out of all these repetitions and sufferings. So first and far most important thing is faith. Sometimes it happens that the faith is not so strong, that we can see from our activities. We have faith when we are in association of good people, but when we are not in proper association or in a wrong association, then actually we have a faith which is very weak, and that results in bondages. So sometimes people ask how this association will come. Actually, we have to keep the desire for these pure associations. So we have so many desires. So we have to keep this desire also, that I get a good association of devotees by which I can improve my spiritual life. So by that desire also things happen, and we have to keep the Shraddha that if I keep desire and request to God, that will be fulfilled. So we have to look for those opportunities and approach proper people and try to go out of or beyond these modes. So in this chapter, actually Krishna explained the importance of faith and how the faith determines what we worship, how we react. So faith is the starting point. And, it develops, the faith develops. From the faith in mode of ignorance can be converted to passion, to goodness, to transcendental, step by step, or you directly start the devotional service. So that is direct approach. Direct approach is always better, but we need very strong guidance and support and qualification also. But bhakti can be done by anyone. So qualification we may have or may not have. But if we have faith and we start doing the devotional service, we can get the topmost goal. We can achieve the topmost goal. So this is the way of devotional service and bhakti. So now Krishna will take this conversation into the next chapter, where Krishna, which is of course the last chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, but it is also the biggest chapter, 76 or 78 verses. But that will also have conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's ultimate instruction to Arjuna. But before giving the most important instruction, Krishna also gives that how the system in this material world is designed in a way that everybody can elevate themselves if it is properly used. It's very interesting the way how Krishna puts these verses and concludes. So we'll see the last chapter. We start the last chapter from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So any comments anybody would like to say? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna.